Let's go to Nelson, where in the past hour, Wakefield residents have begun returning to their homes. Our reporter Nita Blake-Person and cameraman Dan Cook are at the State Highway 6 cordon and join us now via live view. Nita.
Hi Lisa, yes, we've even managed to sneak a little bit into Wakefield where there's a steady stream of traffic coming through, cars full of beds or children or belongings, anything everyone took when they left here 2 days ago, unsure about when they would come back. I've managed to speak to a few residents briefly, but they're all very keen to get home. It's a state somewhat of normality now. People are buzzing around. There's a lot of Red Cross about, fire crews and a lot of police. At this afternoon's briefing, when they did announced that Wakefield residents would be coming back, police made it very clear it was only for Wakefield residents, and anyone who was seen to be in Wakefield without a good reason to be here or a place to be would be asked to leave. They have said, you know, you're happy to go home, but this is not a time for complacency. The conditions here haven't changed in terms of their dryness. Fire crews have just done incredibly well on working on the blaze, which is still not too far from here. So they've emphasised really that you need to be on alert. If sirens go off, you have to be ready to evacuate at any stage. Not everyone has been able to come back. Some of the more residents who may have had issues getting in and out, they might have needed help from St John. They haven't been able to come back yet just because the stakes are so high and people are on red alert. There were also a few messages from the fire and police teams about people just really needing to heed those warnings about taking care in the dry conditions. The fire and police crews said that some places agricultural equipment is still being used despite those messages to please stop mowing your lawns or anything that could create a spark. Perhaps somewhat unbelievably, in one of the paddocks right next door to where the helicopters are taking off, some agricultural equipment was being used. But it is somewhat a sense of relief today for people coming home. They're able to check on stock and all their belongings that they did leave. Earlier today I was with Anne Mockter, who is one of the residents here in Wakefield. She left and she left quite a bit of stock here, 70 sheep and a smaller number, 11 cows, and was quite worried about them. So I was with her when she was able to return earlier today, unsure about what the situation was, and she's not sure whether all of those stock will survive the last stress of the past few days.
Hungry stock and hungry plants. And the house is okay, but it's just like it feels ghostly. Yeah, because it's all quiet and everything has to be left, you know.
What is the condition of the stock?
They're hungry, and our sheep will have to be transported out because they desperately need some more. But the stock, the cattle seem to be okay. If we keep feeding them, they'll maintain. Yeah, there's water for them. Yeah.
With the sheep, are they at a condition where it's survivable?
Probably not. They need to be drenched by the looks of things, and they'll be housed at the AMP showgrounds until things settle down and we get some more feed for them. Yeah.
How many sheep have you gotten and how hard is that?
I think there are about 73 out there. Yeah. And so it'll be a relief to see them go because it's been a worry. And,
weighing on your mind a bit?
Oh yes, yeah, because we just don't like our stock being like that. Yeah.
Are they being well taken care of by the staff who've come here today?
Oh yes, definitely. Yes, very, because they've got a keen eye to look and see how they are. Yes, they're the only people that have listened.
And that was Wakefield resident Anne Mockter speaking to Nita Blake-Person. We'll go back to Nita later in the program, and also to our reporter Logan Church, who is at the first of 2 community meetings being held tonight at Appleby School.